3.3 major project. The samples that I'm going to talk about now have actually been inspired by the railings that surround the playground area. The railings are there to protect its audience and also to protect its structures and the creative area. Now, this piece has been knitted in chenille yarn, and I like the texture once chenille yarn has been knitted. It's very soft, it's very smooth and warm. But this really is a key piece because I just played with the idea. I didn't really think about anything. I was inspired by coincidence. I just, at work, picked up a piece of pipe lagging because we're having some work done. And the pipe lagging is foam, so it's soft and it's flexible. I like the idea of still sustaining and maintaining the idea of the balls from the playpen. So this piece I just knitted, inserted the tubular foam and then added in the ball structure. Now at first I kind of considered a negative sample, but then when I left it and then came back to it, I think potentially this has some very good developments and some good interrogation, which I definitely will keep. But I think all in all, it's just a nice piece. I like the fact that it's singular. It's quiet. I was going to add rice to the balls, but I thought no, keep it as a nice quiet piece. But also as well, I just like the manipulation that this piece gives me. And also as well, it enables me to play with the body and the shape and the movement of this. I have noticed that there's possibly, without me being necessarily conscious, that the pieces that I've used and started to put together for Project 3 are starting at some stages to replicate with the ideas of Bauhaus ballet, the playground obviously. I haven't consciously gone directly to the Bauhaus. I just liked the idea of large scale shape that Bauhaus used to incorporate within the ballet. But I think it kind of starts to filter and feel its way through accidentally. So that I do think is a key piece. The development, what I went on to next, and this piece in particular, I won't say caused any problems, but I just do not like this at all. But I think the positive outcome with the negativity that it gives me is it still works with large scale. It does work with colour. And also as well, I incorporated the idea of sound. So I filled the ping pong balls this time I've used with rice. But also, it is an incomplete piece. But I kind of do quite like the fact that these pieces are individual. The only reason why I don't like the colour palette, it just reminds me of rugby socks that have been inserted with balls. But I do feel that this possibly has the feeling of Bauhaus ballet. But the more I play with them, the more I can actually see how, using the body as a platform, I can actually play with these structures. And also, through performance, I'm getting the sound. So I think, all in all, this turning out to be a negative prototype, as in actual fact, again, become a key piece, even though it possibly is less refined, but I think the idea is still there. But they always say you do learn by mistakes, and I think also as well it's been important because it's given me confidence to actually talk about work that hasn't been as successful as I had hoped.